Hey Siri,
Hmm?
who won the Patriots game?
The Patriots narrowly lost to the Colts today. The final score was 10-6.
And now, here with an unlimited supply of misinformation is Mr. Broadcasting live.
What up, what up, what up, what up? It's your boy. Happy Monday, you suckers. Happy Monday to you. A lot of different things going on. As usual, hopefully you had a great weekend. I had a very great week. And did some introspective videos. You know, I've found my spot. I found my calling. I said this on a show last week. You know, my goal is to motivate you, to get you to do things that you'd like to do. You know, and not be blocked with not having the knowledge to do something, or thinking that you're not good enough, or thinking that your circumstances can't call for it. If I can do it and other people can do it, you can do it as well, no matter what it is you're trying to do. If you can think it, you can do it. You just have to figure it out. But also at the same time, you have to have somebody go, yeah, you're almost there. Or you have to have somebody go, come here. Let me show you how to get there. That's me. I don't know how to do everything, but I know how to do a lot. Okay? So let's go ahead and get into motivation Monday. So this motivation Monday is more so almost a confession, if you will. I was talking to one of my daughters, and had a very deep conversation. And it, you know, the crazy thing about it is it took me a long time to have this conversation with her. I realized that as I was younger, there was a lot of things that I used to do that didn't allow me to be the perfect parent. Mainly, I used to just smoke all the time. You know, one of my biggest names, one of my nicknames in California, where I am not from, but have lived, is Smokey, or Smoke Dog, or Big Smoke. I didn't come up with that name. These folks did. But I also didn't start smoking weed in California. I started back in Connecticut when I was younger. And the point is, you know, being in a relationship with someone who smokes like you do doesn't... If you don't have someone that's going, look, man, you got to put that down. For the most part, your other half, your significant other, regardless of how many you have or whatever the case may be, your significant other should be the one that goes, look, that's your last one, don't do it anymore, whatever. Something that shows, if you have a significant other, and this goes beyond family, you should have someone that knows you're trying to do something, who is evenly yoked with you, where you're both trying to do something. Was basically what I'm trying to say there. But that's not the point. The point is, this is about family. This is about family. As you get older, you're not... I'll speak for myself. As I've gotten older and struck out on my own, became a dad, became a stepdad, and just took life by the horns. Just did what life, just let life push me around, but in a state of being high. I wasn't the best dad. And we're talking 20, 30 years ago. 30 years ago. Wasn't the best dad because I smoked all the time. The person I was with smoked all the time. Women I have been with since that person all smoke. It did something to that effect. And the thing is, it puts you in a position when you're high, whether it's weed, or crack, or heroin, or pills, or whatever it is that's your vice, being drunk, you're essentially taking a vacation from a situation, but the situation is still there. But when you're always high, that situation starts to go further and further away. And it's no longer a situation, it's a bigger situation. It's that same situation but bigger. In my case, I lost a lot of my children's childhood. I wasn't there the way I needed to be. I wasn't doing the things that a dad would do. And now I'm getting a second chance by having grandkids. And it's not that I'm in the same place. I'm not high and smoked out all the time, but I'm not near them. And I want to have that relationship with them. I want to be able to do the things I wanted to do for my girls, for my new girls. So my first step was to reach out to the girls and apologize and tell them I'm sorry for what I've done, and give them the space to say whatever it is that they had to say about the situation, because they were there. So I allowed them to be as honest as possible, and there was tears, there was resentment, there was anger, there was no disrespect though. But the thing was, it was a therapy of sorts. And so I'm saying all that to say, besides putting my shit on the table, one of the things that you should know about me in this show is that I do put it on the table. I've cried on this show over losing people in my friends group, losing family. I've told you about some of the best things. I've told you about some of the worst things. I keep you up to date on all kinds of things that I'm doing because this show is based around me. But I also realize that my value to this earth is to take my experiences and shed them. This show, this episode is about family. If you are not getting along with your family, fix that. Fix it. I don't care if you're in a good spot and your cousins, mother, brother, uncle, they're in a bad spot. Fix that. Do what you can to fix that. Because at the end of the day, when you do not have family and you're beefing with family, you can have all the friends you want. They're not family. There's no unconditional love there. Even being married to someone, being in a relationship with someone, there's nothing that's unconditional there. Being mad at your mom, she's still your mom. Being mad at your father, still your father. Brother, sister, cousin. You may not talk to him, but what happens when the holidays come around and everybody's around their family? That's the kind of thing that you need to be focused on. And so I'm saying that because I have a better relationship with my daughters, but I'm still building my relationship. There were times that I didn't want to talk to them. They were embarrassed by me. They were embarrassed of my future. They love me. They respect me. They call me daddy, But that's the unconditional part, I wanted that relationship where, I have granddaughters. They know me as grandpa, but I don't see them as often as I'd like to be, If one daughter, when she had her daughter, I was there. Not when she was born, because I was about 2-3 hours away. But when that child was born, 2-3 hours later, I was there. Then I have another child, another daughter, who had her daughter, and I still haven't met her. I still have another daughter to go. So I don't want... I grew up with great grandparents. I grew up with great family that would come around when things were going on as far as holidays and things like that. I'm not fulfilling that. And it was being high all the time that made me kind of resent and justify not being there. So what? F them. Who cares? Whatever. I have a grandmother, my only living grandmother, and she may not like this, but I have to prove this point. I have a grandmother who is 90 years old. She's not your stereotypical grandmother that's walking around with her holding her back, got a walker. No. She gets around, gets out there, gets fly, puts a little hairdo in there, goes places, gets seen. You know, her kids are still taking care of her, still regard her as mama. That's where I want to be in life, y'all. That's where I want to be in life. So I realized that I needed to fix it. And I'm telling you this story because if you are going through this same thing and you're not talking to certain relatives that you used to hang with, used to be with all the time, used to have all these cherished memories, fix that shit. Fix that shit. Fix that shit.
You wanna get high?